Hello, Taurus. Welcome into your reading. It's Lauren the Mystic here, and I am here to unpack the first half of December with you from a higher soul growth perspective. I have just meditated and pulled your cards, and I'm ready to jump right into the reading with you. Welcome in. If you are new to the channel, my name is Lauren the Mystic, and I'm here to help bring a greater sense of your own inner divinity into awareness. And I like to do that through cards, through using whole sign house astrology, through discussing energy healing, through meditation, and various practices that really help to evoke that your own inner knowing, your own inner intuition. And so I invite you in to really tune in with me, if you will, by taking a nice deep breath in through the heart and just calling forward your highest aspect of self into a state of presence here with you as we go through this reading today. May the energetic language speak to you in a way that helps you to know your own personal truth and what feels right and true for you, as this is a collective general reading. And know that energy is always speaking to us in a multifaceted way, meaning that there are a multitude of ways this energy may apply to you. So with that being said, welcome in and welcome back for all of you who are returning to the channel. I so greatly appreciate your support, and in advance appreciate any interaction with the channel. It really does help me tune into your energy more potently. And it also helps to support the algorithm. It helps to support the growth. And if you receive anything from this really does say to me that not only what I'm doing is speaking to your heart, it's helping to support you, but it helps to get my content into the eyes of other people. And that truly does make a difference as I am working to grow. So I thank you in advance. All right, Taurus, let's jump in. Grab yourself a little beverage, and pardon my voice. I'm still working to get over a cold that simply will not leave me alone. It has been dragging on for a while now. So this is a beautiful, beautiful reading for the Taurian collective. I am tuning into this reading as I pulled the cards and just sat with the cards for a moment, as I always do. I really feel that I've tuned into a group of Taureans on a deep journey spiritually right now. So this reading is really going to speak to that. And if you don't feel that you are that person, this may not be your reading. However, if you were led here, know that there's likely a message here for you if you were guided to this reading. And you may just want to hang around and see what it has to say. I do typically read for rising signs, but I welcome in Taurus sun, Taurus moon, and know that every single one of us has Taurus in our chart. We may not have a lot of planets in that placement wherever the house that Taurus energy occupies. However, it's really important to know that that Taurian energy will be governing that area of our life. And so it's really beautiful to tune into that as well. And I like to listen into readings for all of my major placements, because for me, it really helps to kind of build the story, so to speak, especially if there's something that's really kind of going on. And it seems, darlings, that you are in this deep process. So what we've got today is some oracle cards. We've got a couple light seer tarot messages, just really tuning into what kind of higher level process is going on for you. And, I meant to get these videos out last week. My father had a medical procedure, and it ended up kind of really taking me off my schedule. So I apologize that this video is a little bit late. However, as I tuned in, I really had the feeling that that was in divine time, that there was a reason, there was a pause for me to get to this place in your energy, to tune into where you are right now. So although I am reading for the first half of December and part of that has already passed us by, there is still this very deep, rich process underway for you, and I believe that you will get a lot out of this. This is speaking to some of the retrograde energies that are taking place. So again, I think it's really important for you to look at where Mercury is retrograde in your chart, where Mars is retrograde in your chart, what areas of life are really being affected, and then based on what you're listening in for today, whether it's for your sun, your moon, or your rising, look to the house for your Taurus energy for some more clues as to what I might be speaking to here. But we've got your first two cards from the Moonology deck. Expect powerful change, new moon eclipse, and then right with it came be bold and make the first move, cardinal moon. And I immediately felt that these were time markers for you, Taurus. Time markers for the next new moon eclipse, which will happen in springtime, likely April. We will have, I haven't tuned into that date, so I apologize, I don't have it offhand. But I'm curious if we're going to have a cardinal moon right in that time, because we should be. And I know that the nodal axis is shifting from Libra and Aries to Virgo and Pisces. So I don't know if this new moon eclipse will actually be in Aries or if it will be in Pisces. However, I believe that that time period marks a very powerful shift for you. And whenever this cardinal moon follows, whether it is the new moon eclipse or if it's the next moon, the next new moon, I would utilize that as a marker now for this process that we're going to talk about. Okay, so your first earth magic card that came out of the deck was Wolf, instinct. And this energy, Taurus, oh, and by the way, I believe that Libra, also ruled by and governed by Venus, got these same cards. So very interesting that this seems to be speaking of Venusian energy. Venus just conjoined Pluto as she moved into Aquarius. This happened last week. So it is a deep transformation for that Venusian energy, which really, really governs Taurean energy. The expression of Taurean energy is expressed through the feminine aspects of Venusian energy. So I believe that that will also play a very significant role for you in tuning into this energy. If you are someone who is astrologically minded and is working to understand their energy through transits, I think that the process that Venus is going through right now is incredibly potent, specifically for the signs of Taurus and Libra and the Libra and Taurus placements. Okay, that being said, we've got Wolf. Now, Wolf is first speaking to the energy of your tribe, your pack, your people. Wolves are incredible parents. They're incredible caregivers, nurturers, protectors. But this card goes beyond just that. This card, especially in relationship to the rest of the cards as they flow, is going to open up more for us. And so I'm going to return back. But I'm first going to say that Wolf energy is putting you in touch with a primal knowing within yourself. There's a primal energy that is speaking to you through this card of wolf. And it's in your DNA, it's in your animal body, is what I just heard. It's in your animal body, it's in your instinct. Okay, and this is very, very deep in terms of your energetic consciousness and your spiritual journey right now. So I'm going to plant that seed and we're going to continue on and I'll circle back. Apologize, by the way, if you're hearing the crackling, it's my candle. I love it. It's Missouri Christmas tree. It was a gift that I was given last year, but it smells amazing. I hope that the noise of the wick isn't bothering your ears. But if you're hearing it, that's what you're hearing. It's my candle wick. Okay, and then we've got Island. This is another Earth Magic card, Island and Solitude. So what's important to know about this card is to take a look, tune into its imagery if you can. Sorry about the glare. I'm trying to work with that glare. But you can see that this island stands alone and it's sort of surrounded by a stormy, cloudy area, a dark area. But on this island shines a ray of light. And if you can see on this island, it is actually lush. There's a tree in full blossom. There is some rocky terrain. There's also some exposed roots of the tree. However, the tree, you can't quite tell based on my lighting, so I apologize, but it is in full blossom and it's blooming a plum lavender type of color on its blossom. And so what this speaks to is not only your need for solitude, or maybe you're on a very a journey that is very much about going into a place of solitude for you. You're alone in this. But this is also about how when you go through something difficult and alone, that you bloom through hardship, that you bloom and that life continues despite the adversity that might surround it, despite the darkness that might be surrounding it, and that no matter how lonely this moment may feel, that there is actually a rich blooming process that's taking place and the light is shining down upon what you're going through. You're receiving light, you're receiving nourishment by being in this space. And so then we tuned into the Light Seers Tarot deck, and we've got the moon upside down. And so to gain context, I went ahead and looked into your guidance cards. So I'm just going to go through what we have and then we'll unpack it. So we've got the moon in reverse, followed by the Page of Wands as the overall energy that you're moving through right now in this first half of December, leading you up to December 15th. We've got your guidance cards, Lost Lands. We've got Wait. And we've got the Cosmic Heart. And these guidance cards are from the Starseed Oracle. This is Rebecca Campbell's deck. This has been my companion from the very beginning, it feels. Okay, darlings, so let's break this down. Here's what we've got. What I immediately understood. So Lost Lands is about a time of soul retrieval, honestly. in this card, you can kind of see that the structure, this is actually the physical structure surrounding this beautiful pillar, but it looks and appears kind of like a strand of DNA. And this is about soul memories coming into your awareness. It's about your personal and unique gifts that are unique to you, unique to your own energy. Okay, this is where I'm going to start to pull the instinct, the wolf, back in. Something's opening up from your instinctual knowing within your animal body that is bringing forward this remembrance of your soul's gifts, your purpose. Psychic abilities might be opening or becoming enhanced. Previous awakenings may be growing into a place where suddenly it's like you're going through it again, but you're getting this much deeper understanding now of the bigger picture, and you know you've done this work before. You're feeling into your purpose much more. You're understanding some of the cycles that you've been moving through. And so it led me to really understand why the moon came out in reverse, in position underneath the wolf, is because this is in process for you, darlings. So you are being guided by Spirit to really go within to this island, your own inner island of solitude, to really go within, because what's happening is any sense of confusion that you are happening, you're basically receiving a bunch of downloads and you're receiving a bunch of activations simultaneously. Simultaneous downloads, activations of light, right? The activations of light coming into you. And as you are in solitude, as you are in your own inner space of healing, of nurturing, of growth, this information is needing to integrate. And at first, none of it makes sense. When it first comes through into the body, when you're having a spiritual awakening experience, when you're receiving activations, what happens first is it comes in in the form of light, and it begins to work in the cellular nature of the body within the DNA. And then it begins to move into the conscious awareness of your energy. Your energetic consciousness starts to become aware of. Now suddenly there's some shifts. Now suddenly there's some changes. There might be some new abilities. There might be a aha moment. You might receive a message. There could be a knowing growing inside you. And what I really understood from this next guidance card, which says wait, is really about this last sentence. Things are being woven. You're in, again, this process of integration. And the way you do that is simply by nurturing your energy through meditation, through solitude, through allowing your physical animal body, following the instincts. Your instincts will be telling you, do you need a certain nutrient? You might start craving that said nutrient, right? Do you feel like you need extra rest right now? Do you feel like you need to move your body more, or laugh, or move energy, or have a good cry, right? So listening to those inner instincts from the animal body as this energy is really doing what it needs to do behind the scenes. So there's nothing your brain needs to be in charge of in this process. This is something that just naturally happens as you nurture self. So nurturing self is your number one goal. And a big piece that I'm getting is through this connection through meditation. Okay, so pardon my sip. With this cold, I still get my voice. I just need to drink more fluids, so I apologize about that. But I want you to look at the imagery of this card. Do you see how she is basically, this character is sitting, peering into and grounding into both all of the information, the resources, the inspiration, the knowing, whatever it is this person is seeking, they're touching the energy of the all, of the cosmos, of divine intelligence. And I feel like that is actually what you are meant to be doing here, is connecting not only both to nature, right? And finding your solitude and stillness and in nature, but then also connecting into the cosmos. Because then we have here the cosmic heart. The cosmic heart. And this, to me, is almost an image, if we put it on our side, of a person who's connecting into, grounding into the cosmic heart, the cosmic intelligence, right? And the cosmic heart, this card is about the practice of self-care, the practice of devotion, the potency that you have at your own disposal through your own connection into the heart of the cosmos, to allow your guides, divine wisdom, divine love to flow in and through you, activating your mind, activating your heart, grounding you into the physical earth plane, right? Because what you're getting ready to do, this is what you're being prepared for, darlings. Coming soon, and I think it's going to be from now, starting when Mercury stations direct, just basically at this full moon, we're going to have Mercury stationing direct. And I believe you're going to suddenly have so many understandings pouring through to your consciousness, aha moments, inspiration, creativity. You're going to suddenly start to begin to see the path forward. You're going to know what's been in process. And I believe you're being taken into this like next level activation of understanding something. And once those understandings land, this is you becoming really inspired, really creative, really excited about sharing that information. And so to bring this reading full circle and kind of conclude, that's where we started, was powerful changes. Powerful changes are coming through around the new moon and eclipse for you, Taurus. You will need to be bold and make the first move, but not until you are ready, not until you know with your instinct. You will know, there will be a timing, a knowing that this information has integrated, and you're going to exit this place of needing to wait and not knowing, having all of these downloads kind of integrating, and maybe right now there's some confusion, right? Well, this will become clear. This will become inspired action and clear action steps that you are going to be taking, I believe, around the springtime. So I'm super excited to see what that is. I would love if you placed, a comment and let me know how this is resonating with you. This reading took a different turn than the other readings have, and maybe it's because it was delayed, right? Also, before we go, I wanted to just let you know that I am running kind of a promotional type of special. I would love to give away some readings as I work to grow my subscriber content on the channel. So if you interact in any way, make sure though, if your account is unlisted, that I maybe drop a comment or something so I can see your username. If the accounts are unlisted, I don't always see the usernames when they subscribe. I only see the names if the account is like some kind of a public account, I think. So there's a lot of subscriptions I'm not aware of their names. And I want to place everybody into a drawing to enter to win a personal reading from me. So we're going to have 3 readings being given away by the end of December based on comments, sharing, subscriptions. So just make sure I know who you are. Place any kind of a comment. You could just put a heart or an emoji or something in the comment section, and that will help me. But I hope this resonated with you, and until next time, Taurus, I wish you all the best. What a beautiful process that you're going through. Much love to you. Take care. Bye-bye.